Hey everybody, I've been messing around with Logic 10.3 now for about 24 hours and I love so many things about it. It's great, but this is not about the things that I like. This is about the things that drive me crazy. And there are a few. So just in normal use, sure they fixed a lot of bugs, but there are some things that I just don't get. For instance, I'm going to pull out this Apple loop into the area where it says drag Apple loops here. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this, expecting different results. Doesn't work. Thank you for breaking things in Apple loops. Okay, other things that just drive me crazy about this. Let's open up, for instance, an audio effect here that I actually like quite a bit. Come on, give us new interfaces on these. I mean, it doesn't take, I know it takes a lot, but come on. Let's get some of these plugins finished updating. Also, things that have to do with that would be like the old plugins, which are kind of cool, but I mean, this is such a mess. I'm working on resolutions of my screen where it's hard to even sometimes read some of those little things they have. So these are just horrible interfaces, even though Sculpture itself is one of my absolute favorites. And we can make this bigger, sure. But it's just as a design, we have just this whole mix of old versus new, and it's not working for me that much. Another thing, this was brought up by one of the people commenting. I'm going to change this level here. I'm going to click undo. It doesn't undo. So I make a change with a fader or a panner and it's not in part of the undo system, which is a huge mistake. I think we need that so badly in so many ways. I mean, there are things that I do like, obviously, but it just seems like we're not making as much progress as we could be. Another example of something that is so close, and I talked about this in a previous video, I like this in some ways, this selection-based processing, because we can then add stuff to clips, but it doesn't keep a history. It means we can't go back and change things. Other programs do this so well. Cubase Nuendo, you can do the clip-based stuff and then go back and open up the same thing and update the sound with the effects processing. This essentially lets you do it and then you move on. You have to go back to the original if you want to undo it. And that's just a huge pain in the butt. I mean, it's like, great, you got us halfway there. Get us the rest of the way so we can go back and keep a history of all those and undo them. So that's another thing that I think is just WT. Why did we even do that at all at that point? There's just a few other little things that are kind of like that as well, but for the most part, the other things that are new I actually do like. For instance, the new stereo pan option is something that we've been looking for so long. Being able to do this instead of just balance control and changing the overall width of those. I mean, it's long overdue in some ways, so I think it's pretty cool. There we go, that we can actually narrow this down. That's pretty creative. I really like that. So there's definitely some things happening here which, man, are promising, but I don't think that we've come enough way, and there's new little quirks and bugs that I'm discovering every moment. Overall, do I like this? Yes, I think it's snappier. I think it actually works better. I don't notice any big performance hiccups. It hasn't crashed on me. But let's really, for once, not just release something that right from the gate has obvious things which are weird and not working. Okay, this is my facepalm video for this. I'm sure I'll find some more things that I wish that had been changed or wish that had been updated, but for the moment, one big general sigh.